Hello everyone and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. It has been a couple days since I've gotten to play, so I am very happy to be back. I made a little bit of a backlog of Darkest Dungeon to upload for this week. I wasn't sure I'd be able to put out 2 episodes of both Darkest Dungeon and Renowned Explorers a day if I did not get a backlog on at least one of them. So I chose to do the backlog on Darkest Dungeon and keep Renowned Explorers as my daily meditation.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So let's talk about some of the things I have learned. Because some learning has happened. It was painful learning, but some learning has happened. And the one thing I have learned, not only from gameplay, but from perusing a few forums in my spare time, is that I am trying to do the DLC far too early. The problem is not even the Crocodilian. He is beatable with a level 2 to 3 crew. Level 1 is straight out. Level 2, which I've been taking, I can see how it would be beatable. I was very close last time. And apparently, the Crocodilian is harder than the actual boss of that area. According to the forums. I don't know how true that is. I'm trying to remain unspoiled. I was just trying to get an idea of what the strategy is for this DLC. And almost everybody has said that you shouldn't start the DLC until you are at probably 40 weeks in, even. I'm not sure I want to wait that long, but the key here is that I am trying to get involved in the DLC way too early. Now, one of the main suggestions I saw is that one of the buildings you can unlock is... Let's see, let me see if I can find it real quick. This one, Sanguine Vintners. One of the main suggestions I saw is to get the Sanguine Vintners up and running. And actually, I can see, looking at it, that's actually one of the cheapest buildings available. 80 portraits and 1 blueprint, which I have, and no extra gold. That's actually probably the cheapest building on the market. Or very close to it. Yeah, very close to it. The granary is not that expensive either. But yeah, one of the suggestions I saw is grab this as early as possible and let it stack up for a while before you start the DLC, because apparently the bottles of blood are very important, and without them you will suffer. So I think that is my new plan. I'm going to level up another crew, get a couple crews up to at least level 2 or 3, take on a few more of the regular bosses, which I hopefully will not struggle very much with. I don't think so. We'll see. And in the meantime, we'll talk about how upgrading our town is going. We'll talk about different strategies for taking on the different bosses, and I will start getting some crews up to snuff before we start taking on the DLC area again. Yeah. I think 2 tries of the DLC with massive failures is a decent introduction to it that hopefully people will not mind too much if I decide to take a couple videos to prepare a little bit before I try that again. So that's the plan. We will see how it goes, and we'll see how eager I get to go back into the DLC. Alright, we already grabbed the people out of our stagecoach that we wanted. Let's go ahead and just go and embark somewhere. Okay, Quincy is busy. Or no, he's not busy. Quincy should be busy because he has very high stress after that last run, and we should try to fix that. Now, you are... will only drink. Yes, okay. You also have... yeah, none of that's that bad, actually. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and let you drink. That's in the wrong place. You cannot drink in the Abbey. Also can't drink in there. Alright, let's go to the right place. Here we go. And hopefully you'll feel a little bit better. Probably not all the way because of the bugs that are a problem, but hopefully you'll feel a little bit better. Although I don't see the bugs right now, so perhaps we get a week off and he will relieve most of his stress. That would be nice. We are low on money. Ooh. Ooh, lots of options here. We have not been to the Cove yet. I would like to go to the Cove. That would be fun. And the Warrens, we have only done one expedition into. So that would be cool. We could also do another one in the ruins. Rare poisoned herb for the Plague Doctor. 40% blight skill chance is pretty good. Actually, that's really good. Only minus 15% max HP for it. I like that. But we don't have a Plague Doctor anymore, do we? Oh, we do. We got a new one. Good, 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 good. And he has plus 10% damage on his range skills. That's nice. It's very nice. Not as helpful for the Plague Doctor as for some other classes, because most of the Plague Doctor's damage is done in dots, which are not affected by that 10% extra damage. But I do like having a Plague Doctor regardless, and hey, it's a positive buff. Definitely would like to try out the Hellion. I've always liked the Hellion. Have a new Houndmaster. That would not be a bad thing. Actually have 2 Houndmasters right here. And yeah, we didn't even take our Houndmaster on the previous expedition, so he didn't die. So we have lots of Houndmasters. And actually 2 different Hellions, which I did not realize. Maybe we should do a 2 Hellion run. That would be fun. Is one of you better in the second slot? Yeah, you are. Why is that? You have Iron Swan. You both have Iron Swan. Ah, but you have Bleed Out 1. Okay, that's probably fine. She has 1 move she can't use from the second position. That's not the end of the world. She does have If It Bleeds, which I really like. If It Bleeds is an excellent skill. It hits the second and third party member on the enemy team. It can be used in 3 different positions, and it has a bleed on it for just a little bit of a damage modifier negatively. Who should we take with our Hellions? Probably, you know what? We might want to get another Highwayman up to snuff. That might be very nice. And he is ideal for the 3rd position right now, actually. Yes, yes indeed. You are very good in the 3rd position at the moment. So, we will take you there, and let's put a Plague Doctor or a Houndmaster in that last slot. The problem I have with this Plague Doctor is he does not have Blinding Gas. Blinding Gas is incredible, and I will not abide a Plague Doctor that doesn't have it. So, we are going to give it to you, even though it is a little expensive. Okay, and we will take out Incision, because you won't be able to use that from the last slot anyway. The rest of this is pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we probably should sell a couple accessories to get enough money to do a successful run. Let's sort this by rarity here and see what we got. Plus 10% skill stun, or stun skill chance, not bad. 5 protection for minus 1 speed is not bad at all. You know what? Let's sell that one. Don't care too much about that. We should probably hang on to that, especially since apparently that's very good against the Crocodilian. We noticed last time that Blight was not, in fact, but Bleed is. We don't need 2 Vengeful Graves for Arbalest. Let's go ahead and sell one of those. And we don't have a Grave Robber yet. Hopefully at some point we will get a Grave Robber. I like Grave Robbers very much. There is a Highwayman item. We should give that to Malevolent before we take him out. What else do we have? Oh, another one for Malevolent, but it's... Oh, yeah, I remember this. 8 dodge and 2 speed is very good, but minus 10% accuracy. But I believe I paired it with the Steady Bracer. 10 accuracy gained back. So it ends up being very good, but that means I cannot add the 10% damage and minus 20 stun resist unless I just do these 2 and forget about the extra dodge and speed. That wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's extra accuracy, extra damage. Yeah, maybe we'll run with that. That seems fine. What can we give our Hellions? 15% healing skills. Not terrible. Not terrible. 10% extra bleed skill is very nice, actually. And some extra protection would be nice. Yeah, let's give her some bleed skill and some protection. And we'll give our other one some extra healing skills. I mean, sure. And... probably not extra that. More dodge, but minus 20% move resist. The Hellions are not going to be very useful if they get out of those first 2 slots, so I'm reluctant to do that. And our Plague Doctor. 40% disease resist. We had really good items for the Occultist. We'll have to put those on someone again. And I would love to find a Bounty Hunter. I really like Bounty Hunters. Oh, we have a very good item for Houndmasters now. I forgot about that. 25% scouting chance, minus 15% chance of the party surprised, and additional 10% stress to balance that out. Huh. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. You know what? I think I will take the extra sun skill chance on the Plague Doctor, since we just gave him blinding gas. That may come in handy. All right, so this is our group. Either that or that, but I think I'm gonna take the Plague Doctor. Now I do not have a healer in this party, but that's okay. We're going on our very first mission. It should not be an issue, and we're going to get a very nice item for our Plague Doctor, so it only seems fitting that he is in on it. This is a long mission, however. That concerns me without having a healer. But we just don't have anyone. We don't have a healer in this level range, so we're gonna have to risk it. We'll just take lots of food and hope that's going to be enough. We do have 2 campfires, so we're going to need lots of food for sure. Do we have enough money to kit ourselves out? That is an excellent question. I'm going to take all of the food I'm allowed. 2 keys, 3 shovels at least. We are going to the ruins, so we want holy waters. And I would like a medicinal herb. Oh, we haven't even grabbed torches yet. We're going to need to sell some more trinkets. Let's get rid of these slippery boots. I don't actually think I will ever use them. And anything else? 10% max HP for the Crusader. Let's get rid of it. Okay. And let's get our torches. We definitely need torches. Now, I probably don't need many more than 16. That is actually probably plenty. Even for a long mission. I'll grab a couple more, just in case. Let's be prepared. That looks pretty good, though. Take an extra holy water. Take a bandage, just in case. Good for bleeding. We will not need anti-venom, almost certainly. 1 more key. Okay. That's a little greedy in terms of supplies. That seems to be a theme with me, as I take too much. But I just don't want to run out, right? I want to have them. I also have a problem with the different events you can come across, like different shrines and stuff. I have a very hard time passing those up. I want to click on them, and if I'm going to click on them, I want to use the item associated with it if that is the best choice. So I tend to go through items very quickly.
Trace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Okay, so this is a very interesting map. Again, you do not want to backtrack if you can avoid it. And right here we have, well, let's see. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 rooms, which means we can skip 2 of them. And that's it. So that's not very much. Actually, I was hoping for 3 if there had, but yeah, 2 is fine. Okay, so we have to go to all but 2 rooms. In that case, we will probably leave these 2 out. What I will probably do is go down to these rooms, come back, go up, go around, come back, and go up, and leave these 2 rooms out. That may not be the most efficient way, but it's probably up there in terms of efficiency. We'll see how it goes. I'm very curious. I'm very excited to play this game again. Very excited to see how we do. And some books. Yeah, we'll read some books. Maybe we should not have read some books. Demonomania. Alright, well, what do you got? Not you. You. Believes is possessed by demons. You got that from reading a book, huh? Interesting. Must have been quite the read. Ah, our first room battle in the first room. Okay, and surprised, wow, to boot. And one of our Hellions moved to the back row, which is absolutely terrible for us. And the Plague Doctor being in the front is not exactly great either. Let's go ahead and shuffle single here. Try to get one of these guys out of the back, and one of these guys in the front, backwards. Nope, never mind, went the opposite way. I wanted him to go the other way. Well, let's see. We need to get rid of these guys in the back. Now, breakthrough is nice here because it does move you forward 1. And it's going to debuff her damage, but I'm okay with that to get the move forward and some damage at the same time. Lasts for 3 rounds. All right, good to know. If it bleeds, it's going to be great here. Hopefully take out this courtier. Ooh, if he gets the bleed maybe? No, he did not. He resisted it. That's unfortunate. Oh, good. Push the Plague Doctor back. Yeah, that's awesome. It stunned him, but hey. At least it pushed him back at the same time. We're already taking quite a bit of stress because of that surprise at the beginning of this combat. You know, not too much we can do about that. It's just something's going to happen occasionally. Ooh, and the dodge. You have like 2+ ranged or plus accuracy on your ranged attacks, and you still missed. Slowly getting our Hellions back to the front. There we go. This party line is at least acceptable. Now we can hopefully at least start to do something.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
A little bit late for blinding gas to be useful. We could do a noxious blast or a plague grenade. Plague grenade will actually kill him if the blight goes off.
Devastating blow.
Ah, he resisted it. Of course he did. And this Hellion in front is taking so much stress damage from that surprise. But Iron Swan is amazing.
Impunity.
Iron Swan is probably now my favorite Hellion move. Used to be Breakthrough for a very good reason back when it was overpowered. It's not overpowered anymore. But now that is true, I think my favorite move on the Hellion is, I just said it. What was it called? Whatever that move was. Iron Swan. Iron Swan is great. Extra crit on it as well, so it crits way more often than you'd expect, and it's just very powerful. Okay, he's going to die next turn. Yes, he will. Let's just buff ourselves up a little bit. Oh, we can't. Well, we'll just shoot him then. Never mind. We can't. We will shoot a corpse. That's fine too. But Big Yop, there's no real point. If it bleeds, we can hit a corpse, sure. She can't use Bleed Out because she is not in the front anymore. We'll go ahead and switch her back. There's no reason not to.
Slow death. Unforeseen.
Okay, took some food. Let's go ahead and use that. Oh, didn't want you to move. There we go. There we go. Eat some food. Good. And we'll continue. Well, that was a exciting first room, and one of our characters is almost all the way stressed out already. Not thrilled about that, to say the least. We have no stress healing in this party, so we're going to have to be a little careful about that.
Be gone, fiend. Back to the pit.
This fight should be very easy, however. Yep, he will die on his turn, but we'll go ahead and just finish him off anyway.
One falls.
I'm glad we did, because we got a little bit of stress reduction for it.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. Nothing in this hallway, really. Just those maggots we just ran into. More torches.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
And another room battle. Wow. Hopefully we're just getting lucky here and all the room battles are in the bottom and there's not going to be one room battle per room. That would be a little bit of a problem. We'll have to decide when we want to camp. That's often one of the most crucial decisions in a long campaign? A long... I don't know, what word should we use there? A long foray into the dungeon? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. In a long mission, one of the things you have to really decide is when you are going to use those campfires. Alright, just a little bit of damage, no big deal. They did get to go first, very unfortunately. I was hoping to be able to finish off that witch or acolyte before she got to go. There we go.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
I didn't switch my gunner back. I should do that. Let's see here. Disorienting Blast might be interesting. Okay, stunned him. Nice. I'm actually surprised because he'd already been stunned once, so that should have been relatively easy for him to resist. I'm not complaining, though. Let's break through here, try to finish off this arbalist.
Continue
Nice.
the onslaught. Destroy them all.
And let's see. We'll just finish these two off as soon as we get the opportunity. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll keep moving. I'm not real thrilled by the amount of damage and stress we took in that very first fight. You can see that this fight was not nearly as bad because we weren't surprised at the beginning of it. But that first fight was pretty hard on us.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
There we go. Ah, bandage. Interesting. We do definitely want those busts.
Clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We want those busts, definitely. Let's just pop... We can let her have that. Let's just pop one torch. Or throw it away, whichever, and take those. Okay. Now we are going to have to do some backtracking once we explore these 3 rooms, but there's nothing to be done about it if we want to complete it. Oh, the confessional booth. You know what? This is fine. That's fine. So, the confession booth is nice. I've talked about this before, but
Well performed.
just to go over it again. The confession booth can be used with holy water, and you are guaranteed to get rid of some stress. I would have liked to do that in this case, but she took that opportunity out of my hands. However, it is never bad to approach a holy booth without an item. You have a very good chance to get a positive virtue, I believe, but the important one is you have a very good chance, like a 25% chance or something like that, to remove a negative quirk from a character. That's huge. It's one of the few ways to do it. Let's look at our journal page. I have become vengeance. All cultists will fear my mace, brigands fear my roar. I am outnumbered, it is true. I am starved and half mad, but as long as there is breath in my body, I will press on. I will wreak unbearable agony on those who will seek to despoil my great manse. And now they come, I douse my torch. I do not fear the darkest. This is my house, and woe to the uninvited. These journals will continue to spawn until I manage to take them back to camp. I have avoided doing so far because they take up inventory room, and as you've probably noticed, that's precious to me. At some point, we will try to...
May we find victory.
At some point, we will try to get those journal pages back to our base, so they stop spawning for no other reason. Barbaric Yop would not be bad here. It's a very nice stun. It does debuff the Hellion, but might be worth it in this case. Or we could try in If It Bleeds, but it would certainly not kill the Fusilier. Let's go ahead and Yop here. And, oh, we can actually Blinding Gas and stun their entire party at once. Except he resisted. Never mind. What a jerk. I was so proud of myself that I would have stunned an entire party for a turn. But no, he had to go and ruin it with his resist. What a jerk.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
There, don't you feel bad? Now I killed your friend in front of you. It's all your fault. Actually only a 25% resist right now. It's not bad. Let's go for a disorienting blast. Another stun. Or actually, no, that was the first time. That's right, he resisted. That's why it was such a low resist. And never mind, we just crit him into infinity regardless. That's okay, lost some stress for it. Never complain about that. Nor about killing an enemy in one shot. I mean, come on, how ungrateful can I get, right? Ooh, that was 1 HP away, wasn't it? Yes, it was. That's really unfortunate, but we dodged. Oh, that didn't do any damage? Really? Huh, okay. He's stunned regardless. Oh, and we can't actually hit anyone because we still need to move our gunner at some point. Let's remember to do that after this battle, shall we? It'll be much more useful if you actually use it more than one attack. Ah, he's gonna be 1 HP again, isn't he? Darn. Alright. Fine. And he resisted and took no damage. Wow. I was gonna be kind of salty if he got to attack after that. Okay.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
We need to heal, and that's what I brought this food for. So let's use it. Let's not hoard it too much. And you know what? I'd rather have the portrait in this case. I would really like the 1,000 gold. That would be very nice. Let's go ahead and drop this anti-venom. I really don't think it's going to come in handy. I just brought it just in case. But I'm okay. I'm okay dropping it. Alright. Okay, didn't have 3 room battles in a row. That at least is something. I was a little worried that we were going to start having that happen to us. Some more gold, okay.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I am glad I brought the extra torches at this point. We probably needed them.
The light, the promise of safety.
We have not gotten any scouting, which is a little unfortunate, although at this point, so deep in this corner, it wouldn't help us. Rather save it for some time when we're in the middle of rooms we haven't explored. Okay, and a hallway encounter. We'll start with a blinding gas, like normal. I swear, this is one of the best skills in the game. It's insane. If it bleeds, is very good here. Now, skeletons, of course, are relatively good against... We forgot to switch our gunner. I'm so bad at this. Skeletons are hard to bleed, right? And it's one of the reasons why Hellions are not recommended typically for the ruins. But for a level 0 mission, I wasn't too worried about it. We can afford to be slightly inefficient. Everyone's going for that really stressed out Hellion. Tools. I'm probably going to call her Tools. That sounds a little better to me. Let's just Noxious Blast one of these skeletons. That should take him out next turn. Yeah, it will. Okay, good. Cannot hit with if it bleeds, and we're not in the right position for Iron Swan, so we'll just try to take out this front skeleton.
Another abomination cleansed from all.
And you are in range for Iron Swan. I didn't get the crit. Unfortunate. That's all right. That got the crit. Nice. Now, let's take whatever treasure we want.
This momentum. Push on to the task's end.
And switch our gunner before we forget yet again. Okay, no room battle. Excellent. Let's go on our way back to the main hub. We will have to backtrack one more time during this mission. Actually, no, we won't. This is the last time we'll have to backtrack. Yeah, that's why we set it up this way. So fortunately, we won't have to worry about it again. They don't like backtracking. It makes them nervous. Again, I don't know why. You've already been to this area. You've cleared it out. You know it's safe, although, spoilers, there are some times when it's not safe. But typically, once you cleared out a hallway once, it's safe. You'd think you'd be happier to walk through areas you've already explored and been to than going to brand new places in the dungeon. But I think the logic is they don't see why you're wasting their time, right? It's like they don't like being here. Why are we recursing the same territory again? Not something they like to do. A map. Okay, cool. That's our first scouting. We'll take it. And there is, in fact, a room battle coming up. Oh, wow, that was a really good map. Did it reveal the entire thing? It did. Ooh. Is there any secret rooms? No secret rooms. Sad. I haven't seen a secret room yet this playthrough. I would like to. I'm very excited. I brought keys and everything. Oh, another journal page. The assault was overwhelming. With Cuthbert slain and as Bullion fell, I was driven by rage. I leapt and drove my axe into the creature's many eyes. Purple ichor splashed my face, and my very soul shook as it bellowed. The only thing I can recall after was falling swiftly into blackness. Okay. A little bit more food. We will go ahead and eat that. I would definitely like to grab this gold, but I don't think we can afford to at the moment, and that's fine. I'm willing to throw away a little bit of gold. Now, this is why taking Antiquarian would be useful, and that might have been a good option on a run like this, especially a very long run for level 0, but I didn't do it, so. But something to consider, right? Something to keep in mind if you guys are playing, or something for me to keep in mind in the future, is on a long run, level 0 mission like this, where you can afford to be a little inefficient, an Antiquarian might actually be the right choice, even though I wasn't real fond of their fighting abilities. Nice hit. There's an argument for taking out this guy because he hadn't gone yet, but I really don't like the poison spiders. That should work. Very nice crit.
Pummeling.
This guy is critting all of the time. Blight. That's very unfortunate. It's not too bad of a blight, but, you know, you'd rather it not happen. Bleed out, breakthrough, or just an Iron Swan. Ooh, didn't quite do the job. And he's gonna get to go first now, of course. That Hellion is not looking happy. She actually will go to 0 if I do not heal her before her next turn. And we definitely don't want that to happen. So let's go ahead and feed her something.
Expedition at least promises success.
I'll take the torch. I'll feed her a little bit more food. I can afford to. And would not mind either of these. The portrait we can take. We are out of room for the emerald. I'm going to drop the medicinal herbs. Alright. And let's open the treasure chest.
Literal
Wow.
Gold, trinkets and baubles.
That's a great item.
Paid for in blood.
And we still can't carry it. We're going to have this problem for a long time. I always have this problem. It's not new. Let's go ahead and drop the 2 citrine and take that sapphire. Okay. Now, we do have 2 campfires, right? So I know that there are no room battles. Actually, there are no battles at all the way up to here. So let's go up to here. Our plan is to go this direction. Now, I made that plan before I could see what the map was. So let's take another look now that we can see what's going on. Okay. My plan was to ignore these 2 rooms. Go back down, come around, come back down here, and take these 2 rooms. And we'd only be recursing this hallway, and that's it. Which wouldn't be bad. But now I can see that there are 3 attacks in these hallways. Alternatively, I could go this way and take these 4 rooms and fight 1 battle, 2 battles, I guess. Wait, no, let's think about this. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Maybe there isn't. Let's just do what we were planning. Although I might fight these 2 rooms as opposed to these 2 rooms. Probably should. Okay, so we will go this way still. And I'm going to go all the way to this hallway because we know there's no battles on the way there. Let's disarm this trap here. 80%. Very nice. And we'll go all the way to this hallway. We know there's no battles on the way. And once we get there, we will camp. Still have no room. Of course we don't. 500 gold is a decent amount, though. We would be better off dropping the emerald and taking the gold, because this could stack more gold on the top of it, up to 1750. Or I could just drop the bandages, and I'm going to do that. You never know when you're going to need that stuff. I shouldn't be taking as much as I am, and I'm aware of that, but it is very tempting to do. One thing we're going to have to watch for is I only brought 2 shovels. Or 3, no, never mind, I brought 3 shovels, so we can't take care of all 3 of these obstacles that we can see. That's good. I may change my mind about where exactly we're going on the fly. We'll see. Now that we can see the whole map.
Old stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Let's read some books. Okay. That's fine. Given the options, I'll take nothing happened. Okay, here we go. Let's camp here. And we can't afford to eat a feast.
Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Alright, let's see what our camping skills look like. We've got Reject the Gods. Minus 30 stress to her, and minus 15... No, plus 7 to those who are not religious, and plus 15 to those who are. No one here is religious, so we could do that for minus 30 stress, but she doesn't really need it. Revel is interesting. Minus 20 stress on everybody, and minus 10% stress for 4 battles, but you lose accuracy and speed. Let's see what else we got. Plus 8% crit for 4 battles. That's nice. Battle Trance is great. 10 accuracy is if it's in position 1, 20 damage if in position 1. We could swap her into position 1, that would be very nice. And 15 stress on one companion. Unfortunately, she's the one who needs it. Nice buff to himself for melee skills. He does have 2 of those on him right now. Gallows Humor, minus 25 stress and a chance at minus 20 stress, but he doesn't need the stress reduction. And remove disease. One companion heals a little bit, and one companion heals a little bit. Okay, well, very little stress reduction available to us then. At least stress reduction that's targeted in the way that we need. Let's go ahead and give her a minus 15% stress bonus for the next couple of rounds. That way she won't take as much, hopefully. Minus 15% stress for 4 battles. She can't do that. Let's give her Battle Trance. I do like that. I could also give her Sharpened Spear to really boost her up. We'll consider it. We don't have a way of preventing ambushes, which is unfortunate. I would also like to heal her a tad. Let's do that. 15% heal is pretty good. What do we have left? 5? Yeah, let's give her Sharpened Spear. That actually gives us enough left for the cure, which isn't helpful, but we could do leeches, which would be another 15% heal. Let's do that. There we go. Now, I do want to swap her into position 1 as soon as possible, but I'm not able to do that right now. We might get ambushed here. Yep,
Now,
we did.
the darkness holds dominion.
Ooh, and that was a rough shuffle. I was hoping that our Hellions would be switched, and they were not. Now notice this battle is in the dark. We were surprised, right? So plus stress by 4 pluses, plus accuracy and damage on the monsters by 3 pluses, plus 3 pluses for hero surprise, which we were, and also plus 3 for loot, which is interesting. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, a miss there. That was unfortunate. Notice that the darkness does not give us less damage or less accuracy. So that was not affected by that. We just got unlucky. Okay. See if we can take out this Arbalist. No, unless we crit. We did not crit. It was worth a shot. Disorienting Blast could be good. He's already been stunned, though. How about Noxious Blast? If we can get the Blight off, he will die on his turn. He almost died on his turn anyway on that attack, but the Blight did go through, which is great. And just a couple more attacks on this guy. So actually, I don't feel bad at all about how this fight went, despite the fact that we got shuffled. They only got 1 good attack off. It's not bad. Switch our gunner back to where he's supposed to be. And Tools is the one that we want in the first position.
A blazing star is born.
So there we go. We're going to swap those 2. That will be fine. Let's continue. That was overall a good campfire. I'm pleased with how that happened. Okay, here's a confessional booth. Who do we want to have the chance? You know what? Actually, never mind. I am, for once, going to use this for stress relief. I think that's important to get our Hellion back down to lower stress. There you go. 30 stress relieved. Normally, I would take the chance at removing a negative quirk, but in this particular case, I think that was probably better for our long-term success. Our party's looking pretty good now after the campfire and that. All right. Another fight here, and we surprised them. Excellent. Let's see what we can do. Tracking shot is pretty good. Or we could just pistol shot. Or we could just slice something. Yeah, let's tracking shot. I like tracking shot. I don't use it often enough. Gives a very nice buff. And it's for the whole battle, and it stacks. It's pretty good, but you're giving up, you know, quite a bit of damage immediately in order to get it. Alright, Breakthrough might not be bad here, even though it debuffs us. Not a big deal. Or we could just try for a Wicked Hack. Yeah, let's do that. That should be fine. This is going to be a long episode. It's already been 40 minutes, and we're probably about halfway through this mission. It's gonna happen though on long missions. It's fine. Every once in a while you'll get a long episode. Hopefully that's okay. Let me know, by the way, if that is an issue. Like, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, if it is an issue, if longer episodes are not as good for you for whatever reason, if you would prefer all the episodes to be 30 minutes, not a big deal. Not at all. I will split them up. It is fine. On the other hand, if you like the occasional long episode, or heck, if you like all of the episodes long, let me know that too. Now that I have faster internet, which I just got, my upload speed is 5 times faster than it was. An episode that used to take me an hour and a half to upload now takes me about 15 minutes, which is an incredible increase, and I'm really enjoying the time that is saving me. Because that is happening, I can now afford to upload hour-long episodes. It doesn't take 3 hours. It only takes like a half hour, which is great. So if you would prefer hour-long episodes of any of my series, if you prefer them for Renowned Explorers, if you prefer hour-long episodes for Darkest Dungeon, let me know. I can do that. It's not a problem. What it would probably mean is that I'll only upload 1 hour-long episode a day, but not necessarily. We could work that out. If you guys are eager enough for content that you would like 2 hour-long episodes a day, I can try. I really can. I can do my best.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Nice amount of crest there. We definitely want to pick those up. I will go ahead and throw away the anti-venom. And we have a altar here. I'll just touch it. Oh, okay. A little bit of healing. Nice. I didn't remember that one off the top of my head. Let's continue up here. There's just a hallway battle. I'm not scared of a hallway battle, am I? Maybe I should be. But I find myself not. Okay, that's not bad. Typically, the room battles in Darkest Dungeon are much worse than the hallway battles. Not always, though. You can find some of the worst monsters in the game in the hallways, so don't take that as gospel. Not at all. That was a great shot. As was that. Very nice. You are alone and in front. You can't do much in front as an arbalist. Oh, a bayonet jab. Darn. 2 damage. How will I survive? We'll just drop the citrine. That's fine.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yes, I know. I'm being overconfident. I'm sorry. I apologize, narrator, with your lovely voice. I beg your forgiveness. Please do not throw a shambler at me. Ah, nice. We got a surprise, and we will go ahead and follow that up with a blinding gas. This is, I think, the first time we've ran into a madman. We don't like madmen. Madmen are terrible. They are really annoying. They make your entire party stressed, and we hate them. End of lecture. That's all you need to know about them. Literally, that's all. That's it. That's the entire lesson you need on madmen. Very nice crit there. And that's why I like Iron Swan. Plus, the most annoying enemies in the game tend to be in the back. And Iron Swan's excellent for dealing with them. He's already been stunned once, right? Yeah. Plague Grenade probably won't quite take him out. No, there's no way. Alright, let's just, Noxious Blast, perhaps? There's Doomsday, so now you get to see it. Everyone takes a ton of stress. We don't like it. Go away. Nice dodge, okay. Cool. I think we'll leave him for now. Let's just yop here. Let's stun these two. I probably don't use that as much as I should. It's a great skill. I find myself reluctant to use it just because of the debuff, but that's really not an excuse. Especially for short battles like this one, taking that debuff is not that big a deal. On the other hand, having these two not attack for a whole turn kind of is a big deal. Disorienting Blast? Eh, he resisted it. But he got stunned, okay. Not bad. That miss was unfortunate, though. And he will die to the blight next turn, so we can stop worrying about him and just worry about this other guy in front. Bleed out might be nice. 3 points per 3 rounds. Yeah. If that bleed goes off, he's gonna die. Yep. Excellent. Okay, I guess we can use something. We don't need to, but I guess we can. Maybe we'll get a crit and lose some stress. You never know. Ah, that occultist charm. Now, we've already had that. I wouldn't mind having it again, just to sell it. But we have had it once. Yeah, let's go ahead and just pop a torch and take it. Why not?
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, I think I will go to these 2 rooms. I was tempted originally to just go straight down here, come back, and do these 4 rooms. That way we don't have to backtrack at all. But actually our stress is looking much better than it was, and we still have a campfire. So let's go ahead and just do these 2 rooms. It looks like they have good stuff in them. And at the moment, that's more important to me.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
One of the cats is whining in the other room. I'm not sure why. I'm assuming it's because my wife went to the bathroom, and how dare she do that in her own house while the cat wants attention, right? It's terrible. The conditions that they live under. How do they survive? I mean, barely, they would tell you. We could just barbaric yop right now. But I think I'd rather try to get rid of the arbalist. I mean, that's not gonna do it, clearly. Pistol shot? Yeah, never know. Could have crit. That would have done it if it had. Breakthrough, though, would very likely, in fact, almost certainly, if it hits, 80%? Ah, missed the, got the 20% dodge there. That was unfortunate. Ooh, really that hurt.
About to break.
That hurt a lot. Yes, we could hear him being one. He was yelling from the other room. How dare you go to the bathroom? Okay. And let's see. Let's use... You know what? Let's use tracking shot because that should be enough. There we go. Might as well. When we can, might as well use it to finish things off and still get a nice buff for next time. I really would like to get rid of that guy. Unfortunately, I cannot at the moment. But that helps. Nice hit. That was exactly the amount we needed. Although the blight would have finished him off if that hadn't. We are looking a little low on HP. We have plenty of food left. Oh, 2 HP remaining. We should be able to finish that off with a nice plague grenade. Nope, never mind. Noxious Blast will do it, though. He was in the wrong position for plague grenade. That's alright. Alright, stuff. Good stuff.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Let's go ahead and feed our people a little bit. That will make room. And then we'll open up this chest. This is the first key we've needed, which is actually kind of surprising for how long this mission is.
Beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I definitely want those 8 crests. That is very important, and we haven't run into much to use our holy waters for yet. Let's use them for resistances, might as well, before we just throw them away and grab the crests. We still can't take the deeds, though, which are very important. Darn, darn, and darn. I'm gonna use the shovel in a second, aren't I? No, I already used all of the shovels I need. Okay, let's throw away the shovel. One more room here. We'll turn around and go back, and we'll head down to finish. Oh, good. Good thing we had enough food remaining, and we still have enough for a feast at our next campfire, which is perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, okay, so this thing can be opened a couple ways, with a key or with a shovel. Now we don't have a shovel anymore, so we will use the key. Nice treasures. 725 gold or 1,250 gold from the ruby. Let's throw away our last key. We already got a good scouting. We know that there is not a secret room. Ah, crap. I really want to keep that stack of gold, too, because we'll put more gold on top of it, most likely. I would be better off probably getting rid of the emerald, replacing it with the ruby, and just taking the 750 loss. This is worth, like, 1,000 or so, so that's worth more than the ruby as well. And the heirlooms are worth more than anything. The heirlooms are worth more than gold. We've got to take those over gold whenever we have the chance. Last room, it should be empty. It is. Let's backtrack. We're not going to like this, but we do have a campfire left, so we can get rid of a little bit of that stress they're going to gain here. Although I wasn't real pleased with the stress healing skills that these guys have. If I decide to keep any of these for future expeditions, I will probably want to swap out their camping skills to something that's a little bit more useful. Oh, more hunger. Wow, that was 2 in quick succession. That means we will not be able to feast, in fact, at our next campfire. Which is unfortunate, but as long as we don't have another hunger event, we'll at least be able to eat, which is what's really important. All right, we got 2 encounters coming up. There's the first one, and a surprise. Very nice. I popped the torch right before that, of course, just for that chance. Do that every time, just in the hopes of getting that surprise. And if it bleeds on the courtier, is very nice. It does not, in fact, bleed, it turns out. But it does die to gunfire. Good to know. And an Iron Swan on the Arbalist is at least a good start on his HP. Alright, let's see. What else do we need to worry about here? Health is going down a tad. He has 8 health remaining, so a Noxious Blast is not going to be enough to do it. At least not in 1 turn. Or a Plague Grenade, I should say. But we'll go ahead and throw it on there. If we can't kill him before his next round, we'll just wait, because the round after that, he will die. Nope, we do get to go again, so let's do it. There we go. Now the Blight will kill him. And we can start working on these guys in front now. Yeah, breakthrough? Sure.
Well,
Nice crit. Very nice. That was a great breakthrough. And there's our gold that we were saving that slot for.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
All right. Yes, Merlin, I hear you. Hi. What you doing? What's Mommy doing? Is she being mean? Huh? Is she not giving you the attention you want? Come here. You can come sit up here if you be good. Just don't rub the mic, okay? Do we have an agreement? That the pact is sealed? Until you decide to break it? Alright, take out this courtier. First, 1 HP? Yeah, 1 HP. Really unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and yop these first 2, get them stunned. Yeah, it's too bad we didn't kill that courtier in 1 hit. We would have prevented ourselves that damage. And we would have prevented the stress we just got. Figures we didn't get the stress on the one that was, or didn't get the stun on the one that was about to go. It's unfortunate. Lots of stress being built up now. You know what? Let's just take this guy out. I was tempted to leave him because he was still stunned, but that was a silly idea. Huh. Okay. Like Doctor up in front, it's going to make this Hellion very hard to use. But that's going to make the Acolyte very easy to hit. I'm a little worried about her going down to 0 in this fight. She's taking a lot of damage. We just need 1 more person to target her, and she will go to Death's Door, which I'm not thrilled about 1 bit. Nice shot. Let's try to take out this Acolyte before she gets her bearings back. She's got 7 health at the moment. Probably. Actually, might be able to stun her again. Oh, she's still stunned. Never mind. That's why. Let's just disorient to this guy. Try to keep them stun locked for a moment while our Hellion is so low. Very nice. I can't hit him, alright. I could have moved her, actually. That probably would have been a better choice, is to swap her there. Swap her. Yep.
And power.
2 HP, alright. We should be able to finish him off with anyone. Literally anyone. Okay, Noxious Blast. Get the Blight, and he's gone. There we go. That'll do it. I mean, sure. Now, we did throw away our last key, so we will not be able to use a key on this chest back here. Which is a little unfortunate, but that's one of those things that happens. Movement charm. 20% move resist for -1 speed. Don't really care for that much. And a shovel, which we really don't need. Yeah, we'll just throw this stuff away. And I think I will risk the lock. Okay, I was trapped. That's fine. They almost always are going to be, if you don't have a key for something like that. But I wasn't too worried about it. Let's go ahead and continue. We know there is no fight in this next area. The worst that's going to happen is we'll trigger a trap, and we'll make sure we trigger that on our highwayman, who has the 80% chance to disarm. Let's go ahead and swap these guys around, too, before I forget, shall we? It doesn't matter which one of these two is in the front now, because the buff is worn off that we were using. Another map. Alright, well, that doesn't actually help us at all. But that's fine. We should keep our light up. Not because we're worried about fights, we are not. We know there are no fights, but because our stress will go up faster if we don't keep it lit. And I'm going to save our last campfire for when we decide to leave the dungeon. Try to heal up our stress right before we take off. I mean, sure, we'll take the free torch. Might as well. And a second free torch? Okay, I mean, we'll sell it, I guess. We don't get anything better to put in that slot. At this point, we could drop those torches, though, in order to fit a treasure if we would like to. Okay, one more room. And the sack is empty. Alright. A trap to disarm. Our highwayman has disarmed 2 out of 2 so far. Let's see if he can go 3 for 3. No. No, he cannot. Alright.
Glorious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Now, there is the argument for going for this last fight. We could do it. We are not going to leave, that is for sure. We do want to do our campfire, if nothing else. But there is an argument to doing this last fight, because we will have an empty slot from both, from the torches. And they could drop something good. You never know. The curio in there is unlikely to be that good for us. It could cure some stress, which would be nice, but we're already pretty stressed, we're pretty injured. Let's just go ahead and camp and get away with all the heirlooms we have, which is a lot.
Moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, so we could heal 30 stress on our Hellion here for 7 on everyone else. We could also get -20 stress on the whole party for -5 accuracy and -2 speed, which we will definitely do. That's incredible. I would do it again if we had it on the other Hellion. We do not. One companion -15 stress, though, is quite nice. Self -25, we don't need that. All companions have a chance of getting -20, which would be really nice. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Do we want to risk that? Is there anything better? Not really. Let's go ahead and risk it. Ooh, we got very lucky. Everyone lost 20 stress. Okay, I think we might be about done. I don't think we have any other stress healing skills. We have some health healing, but we don't care. We're going to heal the full health as soon as we get back to the end. Now, we may have an encounter here. We do have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and heal up our last Hellion a little bit. That food doesn't do us any good right now anyway. You never know. We could end up with a combat here. We did last time. Nope, we didn't. All right, let's leave.
The great ruins belong.
And this episode is going to be almost exactly an hour.
We'll find whatever secrets they hold.
Honestly, not a lot of gold. We had to pass on quite a bit that we could have gotten because our inventory slots were so full. But they were full with heirlooms, and we are going to get a lot of those. The busts are particularly important. Now that I know that I want to make that sanguine pool of whatever it is in the hamlet, we'll need 80 busts for that, and additional 12 is a nice way toward it. Early Riser. +2 speed if torch is above 75. I almost always have torch above 75, so that's just +2 speed. It's a great ability. Plus 10% blight resist, but not allowed to visit a brothel. That's fine. I'm okay getting those occasionally. Ooh, dud hitter. -3 crit if HP is below 50%. That's pretty bad for a Hellion. Hellions want their crit to be high.
A fresh irritant.
And here are the bugs back. Quincy healed about half of his stress, and he's moving sluggishly. I don't know. Oh, -5 dodge. Okay. I wonder how long that lasts for. It is not in his debuff, so it's probably temporary. Okay. Very good. We will probably just put Quincy right back to drinking. Wrong place. You can't drink in the Abbey. Get that through your head. Right back in here to get rid of the rest of his stress. We do have plenty of gold now, which is great. And we got a couple more charms we could sell if we would like to, or accessories. Trinkets is actually what they're called. Whatever. One of those mini synonyms. And no one we had on that expedition really needs to be healed whatsoever. Let's sort by level really quick. And oh, right. We have them in a party, so they're not sorting correctly. That is something that annoys me. I would like them to sort by level regardless. But oh well, it's a small thing. There we go. Alright, so we have a team of 3 2-level ones. Hopefully they'll come in handy again soon. And we've got this new team that we've been leveling up of level 1s. Let's see what's in our stagecoach, and then we will call it a game. Oh! Ooh, there is some good stuff here. There is another leper. I love having lepers. They are great, and I really like them. I didn't even check what his skills were. I don't care.
That adversity and existence are one and the same.
That is a great quirk list. 1% extra crit all the time is incredible. And severe fear of enclosed spaces doesn't come into effect very often. You know what? I'm going to rename you. I'm going to rename you Moon. You know what? I'm going to rename you Moon Moon. Hello, Moon Moon. You are Moon Moon. Excellent. Enjoy your new name. Crusader. -4 speed on the first round is not too bad. Thin-blooded is not bad either. 3% crit to range skills is practically useless on a Crusader, though. How about the Arbalist? I would love to get an Arbalist. Obsessed with killing and Mankind Hater. That's not too bad. Yeah, we can definitely take you. That would be our first Arbalist. I'd love to have one. Arbalists are unique. Well, they're uniquely good against some bosses. There's a couple things that Arbalists have that make them absolutely incredible against certain bosses. And they do a lot of damage from ranged, which I like. I am very fond of that. Suppressing fire is great. Debuffs the target's accuracy. Awesome. Sniper's Mark debuffs their dodge, which makes them easy to hit. They have a knockback, which can come in handy against those front lines, and it hits both people on the front line too, which is just great. Blind fire targets a random enemy, especially if there's only like a boss, for instance. This can be very good, and also gives the Arbalist +4 speed for the rest of the rounds. Battlefield Bandage, a self heal, and increases the healing received in the future, which is really nice, self-sufficient. And Rallying Fire, and here it is. Clear stun, clear mark target, torch +3, and debuff target. This skill makes certain bosses basically useless. And I will show that off as soon as I get the chance, you can be sure. Alright, let's make sure we take her. We are full right now. Can we upgrade our roster? No, we are short 2 pages. I'm going to go ahead, even though I need to be saving my bus, I'm going to go ahead and swap for 2 pages. That's actually pretty cheap. I'm fine with that. I'm going to swap for 2 pages so I can upgrade my roster so that I can take this.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
And I will also take the Crusader, because it was a decent Crusader, and you never know. I might want him. I probably will. Let's be honest. I probably will want him. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a very fun episode. I did my first long mission, and it went pretty darn well. Can't complain. Hopefully, you're enjoying the episodes. Please put a like on this video if you do. That is my main way of knowing if you have enjoyed the content, as well as any comments you might put, and any subscriptions to the channel that you might do. But really, likes and comments are the main way. And I do like hearing from you guys, so please do comment if you have anything at all that you would like to say. Just keep in mind, please do mark anything that is a spoiler with the spoiler tag and put it below the threshold that you can expand the comment out, so people cannot see it if they don't want to be spoiled. And yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I will see you next time in the Darkest Dungeon.